Hey guys, welcome back. The 10 years later. Now, even though this wasn't on my list, I'm just gonna do it right now. I'm just gonna do it anyway. Inspector Gadget. 10 years later. And also, before I start really talking about 10 years later, Inspector Gadget, I'm gonna have two. Even though it says on the official movie, IMDb, I would have at least I would have 13 more episodes in season 2 to add one more season with 26 episodes. And in the last episode, Dr. Claw goes to prison. And that when Inspector Gadget finally retired. With Dr. Claw being gone, but anyway. Dr. Claw. Anyway, since then, Talon, his nephew, had been running mad. Anyway, since then, Talon, his nephew, has sadly been running mad. But one problem, though. Talon is kind of, well, he only wanted to get rid of Penny, which we only see in one episode. And I will also remake my Fire and Sam the movie video into 10 years later, and also I'm thinking of Gravity Falls, the movie. Anyway. Wait, Dr. Claw is still in prison. But, and also Chief Wimby's still around 10 years later. Penny's a fully grown adult now in her mid-20s. She moved out of her uncle. She moved out, but Inspector Gadget said, go Gadget tissues. But anyway, this brings us to the main story of the 10 years later special. Dr. Claw gave prison. Again. There's actually an Inspector Gadget stand where Dr. Claw does exactly that, but after that, he says, oh, he digs himself out and says, we don't see his face throughout the special, like we don't see him on the show. But he will say, oh, got you, yeah, gotcha. And also, anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, Penny. But then Talon decided to betray his evil uncle, realizing that he realizes that Don. But then he says, but then he becomes a celebrity for the for every hair gel product. Talon becomes basically a celebrity about and But then his uncle finds out that he is not evil at all. He says, after Gadget, get rid of my nephew, he says. And so we hear, Inspector Penny. Basically an alternate version of the Inspector Gadget intro, but instead, instead of Inspector Gadget, it's Penny that's the Inspector. Inspector Penny. She basically pricked herself out with everything that her uncle had. Or had. Inspector Penny. Brain, I know that they still live in Metro City, saying, I need a new place of my own. I can't keep living in Uncle Gadget's old place. I mean, after he retired and went who knows where. And went who knows where. Went who knows where. It should not have been the same without Uncle Gadget. I mean, you know that Talon had given up his evil ways. I convinced him. Talon and Penny are now happily married in the future. And also some contenders that are not going to be a part of this series are Batman the Animated Series 10 years later. Because 10 years later, it will more likely be 50 years later, and so I'm not going to discuss what Batman, because there's already a show called Batman Beyond that already dives into because we have a few more years still yet to come before Batman Beyond. You see, we're right now here, and so we still have until the fall of 2039. In the fall of 2039. In the year 2039. So we have still about 1,001. We have just a decade to get through first. We just have like 1 decade to get through first. We have 1 decade to get through before. Anyway, Dr. Claw, Talon basically established his own evil organization. Of his own called, he basically and he quit his evil ways just to become a spokesperson for hair gel. Oh, good, you gotcha. Dr. Claw basically takes Rio over mad, and an elderly Chief Quimby says, we haven't seen Dr. Claw no more. Now it has truly been a decade since the original series. Wow. Dr. Claw. We haven't seen him in a little... In my memory serves me correct, he was sent to life in prison. Then we get a flashback with Penny saying, Dr. Claw, caught at last. I'll get you, yeah, gotcha. That's going to be your last word, Doctor. Because you're under arrest, said Chief Quimby. Oh. And then we see Dr. Claw. We don't even see his face. Dr. Claw that secretive. That he says, he says, I will get, when I get out in 10 months. You're being sent to life in prison for all this. Dr. Claw says, Dr. Claw and Inspector Gadget and Chief Quimby are both elderly. We should look up how old the characters are and get right back. Whatever. Penny's in her late to mid-20s. I'm trying, guys. It doesn't give me an exact number for how old he is. Chief Quimby is. So I'm just going to make an educated guess. Assume he's in his 40s. So it's Inspector Gadget and Dr. Claw. So it's Inspector Gadget and Dr. Claw. What? There's something... Oh, that's Brain's actor. I thought there was a new Inspector. And now I'm saying that Talon's about as old as Penny. Maybe even a... Oh, right down there. He's about yeah, so they're both about in their 20s. Yeah. I'm going to continue to look on. I'm going to say he's 35, maybe 45 years old. Because I don't see... I'm assuming he's Inspector Gadget himself. It's about 35, maybe 40. Yeah, so Chief Quimby and so basically, anyway. They're both really old. 10 years later. Chief Quimby says, this is when you're a Gadget. Go Gadget tissues. And what happens is, Inspector Gadget, Dr. Claw is elderly, saying, well, even though it is 10 years later, yeah, Penny now. Anyway, in fact, Chief Quimby be a later scene on life support because of Inspector Gadget. Yes, he did it. Say that message was so the pro. And 10 years later, Penny had not only become not a junior agent, she's a fully fledged investor like her uncle. But now it's a holographic message by the chief. We have reason to believe that mad yada 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 and that message will still so the front that Penny never let blow. That she eventually finds a place of her own for her family. And also this is a plot thread that Penny has. With her uncle, but then her uncle says, but then her uncle comes to visit saying, go Gadget. He said, go Gadget. He said, go Gadget. He says, go Gadget. The tissues. Penny now all grown up says, long as Inspector Gadget starts to finally now function, and then he says, now function, 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 now function. And he said, as now function. And the professor says, there's nothing more we can do anymore. As he says, yeah, there's nothing more we can do with your uncle. He's broken. Are you sure, Professor? I'm 100. Even his creator says, Penny is good. But they're busy right now creating another robotic detective like her uncle. But then but then we see Dr. Claw hearing that thing. We also see Dr. Claw and also the keep, and also right about here, I would add a big reveal. The one thing that Inspector Gadget, anyway, Inspector Gadget basically broken. Saying, there's no, but Penny hears it about a new uncle, but then I'm gonna also have some of the names from the live action, like his Uncle John. Yes, Penny? Me? Why don't you go back in for another surgery, like the surgery that turned you into Inspector Gadget all those decades before? One problem though, we don't have. Are you sure, Doc, this spell won't hurt him? Well, it will not. That this thing will not hurt him? I don't know. No, it says it's. But my theory correct. Your uncle could be back to normal when. Oh! 21 minutes. But my uncle's an old robot detective. Yeah. But. But. As she said. As. Okay. But this. Gadget was hesitant, saying, no way. I had to. No way. No way. Why, Uncle Gadget? Because I've been basically turned into a better Gadget. But with the new tech, they could re-visual everything that. Anyway, better Gadget. But Penny says. But Penny puts her brain to work. And says, Uncle, I will help you. You. And then she researches how to rebuild on the Ethernet. And says, well, After doing a bit of research, she said, there's no. I don't. As we hear the special ends, what she wins, baby, and asleep, but he says, well, what does it? Is he always smoke a cigarette? Apparently that cough would completely. After that, King Quinn. Well, how about me? You will die. As he didn't die in a hospital bed, he gave. as Chief Quimby says, Doc, I will die, right? Yeah? But I know exactly how to die. That message. Is it? That message will self-destruct. But then Chief Quimby Doctor didn't understand why he was doing that. As he still got both beep. Are the mission balls extra enough? Turns out Chief Quimby stepped down. Was it me? Or was the mission balls ever? As he said, as Chief Quimby sadly died because of old age and, well, Dr. Gadget and Smoking. 10 years later. That's the end of that. And yes, there might be more events that happened after that. But that's it. Dr. Gadget just sadly kills Chief Quimby by just blowing up a message. But Dr. Claw, and also I forgot to mention Dr. Claw basically retired. Dr. Claw is now retired and Chief Quimby's dead, and so it's retired Inspector Gadget again. But this time but anyway, until this Tuesday with the last episode of These Are the Stories of Indiana, until then, I'm not fun, and I will see you later.